Shalom. All praise to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. And what I want to do today is I want to discuss who is Edom or Idomia, using the Bible, dictionary, the Bible, and other sources to prove who is Edom. What I want to do to the compact Zondervan Bible Dictionary and prove who is Edom. How can we locate them in 2014? Okay, this is the 239 page of the compact Zondervan Bible Dictionary of Edom, and it say Idomia, pertaining to Edom, Greek, Rome, names for Edom. So it said Greek and Rome are names for Edom, which we know today are the so-called Europeans. Now, I want to go further in on information proving them. This is Obadiah 1 and 3. The pride of thy heart have deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rocks, whose habitation is high. So the first clue is, it said, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rocks. Now, if you know anything about the so-called Caucasian people, when you break down the word Caucasian, it's from the Caucasus Mountains of South Russia, Georgia. So it said that they dwell in the clefts of the rocks. Now we know that the Caucasians once dwelt in the clefts of the rocks. That's why I said that they go by the name Caucasians, or the so-called European people of today. Now, I hope I broke that down well, because it's simple information. It said, whose habitation is high, that say in their heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? So another indication is this. Another indication is, it said that whose habitation is high. A habitation is somewhere you live. Now, if you go in any major city in America, downtown, you see nothing but buildings, habitation. The habitats is very high. If you go to New York City, nothing but high buildings. If you go to Chicago, rather be New York, Los Angeles, Las Vegas, Miami, is nothing but high habitation, which is buildings, because it say dwell in the clefts of the rocks. We know that those buildings are made with some type of form of rock too. So that's another indication. And it say, though that dwellest, no, Salakia. It say, though that exalt thyself as the eagle, and thou set thy nest among the stars. So now this is another indication on these people. It said, though that exalt thyself as the eagle. Now I have a dollar bill. Now when you look on the back of a dollar bill, you see on the left side a pyramid, and on the right side an eagle. This dollar is kind of old, but I'm gonna show you. Now it say, though they exalt thyself as the eagle. You see the eagle right there? That's the eagle. And though that set they nest among the stars. So let's get another I wish I had another quarter, but I'll show you. Well, you know, in a quarter they got the eagle on the back of a quarter. But look, I'm gonna show you one more time, cause I thought it was gonna be an eagle on the back of this quarter, but that's the eagle right there. The eagle. Now, it say, though that set their nest among the stars. Now, if you know anything about history, in the 60s, when they landed on the moon, they said the eagle has landed. So that's another indication that these people know they are the eagle, because they said in the 1960s, the eagle has landed. And we know that the so-called Idumeans or Edom are the descendants of Esau, because Esau is the forefather of the nation of Edom, the so-called Europeans. And let's prove it. Genesis 25 and 25. We go back all the way to the beginning. Genesis 25 and 25. First, let me find another quarter. Okay. Now, Genesis 25 and 25. And the first came out red all over, like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. Now, when you check out the definition of Esau, when you look it up in the Hebrew, it's Adawam. It means red. Because when you look at a so-called European, they not really white. Because you see my T-shirt is white. My tank top is white. They not really white. They really red. If you put them next to something white, they not really gonna look white. They gonna look red. So it said the first came out red all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. So that's an indication of Esau, because we read in the Bible dictionary that he was the forefather of the Edomites, the Idomia. Let's get it again. It's saying Idomia, pertaining to Edom, Greek, Rome, names for Edom. So those were names for Edom, the so-called Europeans. So as far as them being European, those are titles keeping them from the true identity of the Bible. So I hope I made it be known, let it be known who are Edom, who's the descendants of them, the so-called Europeans. I hope I cleared it up for you. Shalom.